Wanakee earning that 2 seed, the Warriors heating up at just the right time.
And I caught up with the Badger Large champs about how this unit is leaning on experience to get back to Green Bay. Here with Wanakee Warriors head coach Marcus Richter. Coach, thanks for the time. We're almost at playoff time here, and last year your Warriors made it all the way to the sectional final. So what's it going to take this year to make it to the Resch Center and compete for one of these gold balls?
Yeah, I think our girls remember that game, right? They know that we were winning in overtime and just ultimately weren't able to close out that game. So I think that experience and the experiences that we had last year, along with the schedule that we've played this year, I think have put us in position to, hopefully get to another sectional final and hopefully be able to get over the hump this year.
Absolutely, and your team relies a little bit on Tessa Bryan, who's your all-time leading scorer in your program, but she's only a junior. You've also got Audrey Might and Grayson Phillips as your seniors leading the team. How do you rely on those upperclassmen for a playoff run and just rising up to the pressure?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of times when people look at Wanakee, right, they see that Tessa's our leading scorer and all-time leading scorer, but knowing that we have those seniors who've played in a lot of big games for us, who've been around for a long time, is huge for us, right? Grayson Phillips, last year when the game was kind of slipping away from us in that sectional final, she hit some huge shots to bring us back into the game. And then you have Audrey, who's our school's all-time assist leader, 4-year all-conference player, 4-year starter for us, right? So just knowing that we have those types of girls that we can help rely on and help us, really kind of know what we're going to get from them, I think is huge for our team going into games like that.
Absolutely, and you also mentioned how you guys have scheduled tough. You've played Arrowhead already. Wauwatosi's having a great year. What excites or maybe concerns you as a coach about this Division I bracket?
Yeah, I think when it comes to our bracket, right, a lot of times people say Wanakee Arrowhead, but it's not just us two in this sectional, right? We have multiple teams that have been ranked at some point this year or are currently ranked in the state, right? You have Verona, who's playing good basketball. You have McGuanago, who provides some challenges with their girls. You have La Follette, who has one of the best players in the sectional. You have Brookfield East, who is one of the best defensive teams in the state, right? So I think there's a lot of really, really good teams in our sectional. So if we're fortunate enough to be playing in a sectional final, we'll be excited that we got there, and we'll be excited for the challenge that awaits us.
Absolutely. All right, Coach. Well, welcome to playoff time here shortly. Marcus Richter, head coach at Wanakee. Coach, thanks for the time and best of luck. And Coach Richter talked about their potential rematch with Arrowhead, who beat Wanakee last year in the sectional final. Guys, we could see a rematch, and Arrowhead's just as good.
Yeah, they definitely are, and Arrowhead has Natalie Cuso. She can score it in so many different ways, especially if she gets past the free throw line extended on the left side. Her being a lefty, she's nearly incapable of stopping. And Presley Sams is great for them at point guard. They got a Gilmore on their team that rebounds like crazy. I mean, they got a lot of players that do a lot of things very well. Sydney Zahner's been great for them. So I think it's just a matter of maybe just some of those losses, piecing some of those mistakes together and putting them, getting them ready for the state tournament, because they definitely are loaded.
But guess what? One of those losses is to, dare I say, the best team in the state, Oostburg. So they had a great
Correct.
test. Natalie Cuso has gone to state now back to back. Now's the time to get it done. The Minnesota commit, she's experienced. Now it's time to lead her team to a championship.
Who else halfway through these Division I brackets maybe? We see Stevens Point earns a 1 seed up there, a couple losses through the year, but getting right at the right time. A couple other seeds. Who do you think could potentially give these top dogs a run?
I think Sectional 1 is the strongest of all of them. Last year, I believe it was Sectional 2 that was loaded up. But, I mean, when you have a defending champion as a 3 seed, and I know they lost some kids, but Ava Van Vonderen is really good. She's another Wisconsin recruit. So, I mean, there's a lot of good teams. Hortonville's played well, and they're like an 8 seed. So, I mean, it's Notre Dame knows how to win.
Can't forget about Notre Dame.
Right,
They won 3. They 3-peated.
Right. Sarah Rhodey is one of the best coaches in the state and maybe ever. So it's when you got a coach like that leading the team. Kaya Waldrop's a very nice player for them. So it's going to be tough for them to get beat as well.
Halfway through our Division I seeds, we got the other half to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be putting the final pieces of the 459-team field together when we come back.